Welcome to Bike Banter. Today we're diving into something big, bold, and unapologetically American, the 2025 Indian Super Chief. This one's a beast, and I've got a lot to say, so grab a coffee or your helmet and let's roll right in. Indian motorcycles didn't try to reinvent the wheel here, and honestly, that's a good thing. What they did with the 2025 Super Chief is refine what already worked and then crank it up just enough to make it feel fresh again. First off, visually, this bike is still a stunner. It's got that classic cruiser silhouette, beefy fenders, blacked-out finishes, and a low-slung attitude that makes you want to ride it across the country, or at least to the nearest diner with chrome bar stools. Under the hood, or rather, the tank, it's packing the Thunderstroke 116 engine. This air-cooled V-twin still delivers a ton of torque, around 120 feet lbs, and while Indian hasn't made any wild performance changes for 2025, the throttle response feels just a bit more dialed in. It's the kind of power that feels effortless. Twist your wrist and it just goes, no drama, no hesitation. Riding position, still laid back, still super comfy. Floorboards are wide enough to stretch out, and the pull-back handlebars feel natural whether you're cruising city streets or stretching its legs on the highway. Indians really nailed the ergonomics here. The seat, plush. You could ride this thing all day, and trust me, you're gonna want to. But the real surprise for 2025? The tech. Indian has leaned in hard on smart upgrades. You've got the 4-inch touchscreen ride command system, Bluetooth, navigation, and now wireless Apple CarPlay support. Yeah, you heard that right, wireless. So you can keep your phone in your pocket, sync it up, and roll with your playlists or turn-by-turn directions with no cables in sight. It's seamless, and honestly, it makes long rides so much easier. And let's talk about that ride. The Super Chief handles like a cruiser should. It's not made for carving canyons, but it holds its line with confidence. The chassis feels solid, suspension's well-tuned for absorbing bumps, and the rear preload is adjustable, so you can dial it in whether you're riding solo or two up. Braking is solid too, with ABS standard and good bite up front without being grabby. One thing I really appreciated is how customizable this bike is. You've got quick detach saddlebags, a windshield you can pop off if you're feeling like going full naked, and a host of accessories if you want to dial it into more of a touring setup or keep it lean and mean. Indians made it easy to personalize without needing to wrench for hours in the garage. Fuel economy. It's decent for a bike this size, somewhere in the mid-40s mpg range depending on how you ride. With a 4-gallon tank, you're getting a solid range before you need to stop for gas, which, let's be honest, is usually a welcome excuse to stretch your legs and talk to other riders at the station. Now, price-wise, the 2025 Super Chief sits comfortably in the premium cruiser segment. It's not cheap, but you're paying for quality, comfort, and that unmistakable Indian presence on the road. If you're in the market for a serious cruiser that blends old-school charm with new-school tech, this one deserves a long, hard look. So, would I recommend it? If you're after a cruiser that can tour, commute, or just make every ride feel like a mini escape, then absolutely. The 2025 Indian Super Chief nails that sweet spot between classic styling and modern convenience. It's the kind of bike that doesn't scream for attention, but it gets it anyway. That's it for today's breakdown here on Bike Banter. If you've got thoughts, questions, or you've ridden the Super Chief yourself, drop a comment below and let's chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews, ride logs, and biker banter. Catch you on the next ride. Stay safe, ride hard, and keep it rolling with Bike Banter.